Before the scary stuff began, my life was pretty dull. I lived alone in a small suburban house, finding comfort in the quiet nights and familiar creaks of my home. Work took up most of my days, and evenings were all about relaxing in my house. One chilly night, I was deep into a book, with the soft light of the lamp making everything cozy. The house was super quiet, except for the low hum of the fridge. Little did I know, this calm was the calm before a storm. When the clock hit midnight, I started feeling uneasy. The shadows looked darker, and the usual sounds felt strangely off. I thought it was just my imagination, blaming it on the spooky chapter I had just read. But then, there was a soft tapping on the window. My heart raced as I approached cautiously. Looking through the curtains, I saw nothing but the quiet street lit by the moon. Thinking I was imagining things, I went back to my book. But the tapping didn't stop, getting more urgent. Days turned into anxious nights, the tapping turning into a weird pattern. It wasn't until I found notes at my doorstep that I realized how serious it was. Creepy messages, knowing details only someone who really knew me would, filled these sinister letters. Fear ate away at my sanity as this stalker invaded my once safe space. Every shadow felt like it had hidden eyes, and I couldn't sleep. Convinced my life was falling apart, I tried getting help, but the authorities found nothing. The torment continued, and I felt stuck in a constant state of fear. Before everything went haywire, my life was just a mix of regular moments. Living by myself in a comfy apartment, I enjoyed the freedom that came with being on my own. Evenings were all about the calming sounds of the city outside my window, and the occasional distant sirens like a symphony of urban life. Then one night things took a dark turn. At midnight, a weird quiet took over my apartment. The usual city noises vanished, replaced by an eerie stillness that gave me the creeps. I told myself it was just a temporary thing, maybe the city decided to take a break. As I got into bed, a strange fear took hold of me. It wasn't the usual restlessness, it was a gut feeling that something was off. The realization hit when I heard the faintest of sounds, the almost invisible shuffle of footsteps in my living room. Fear froze me in place as I lay there, trying to figure out what the intruder was up to. The floorboards creaked rhythmically, revealing their sneaky approach. Panic surged through me, and I thought about what to do in the pitch-black darkness. In the dim streetlight, glow from my window, I saw a shadow moving silently toward my bedroom. The intruder had no face, just a dark figure against the night. Tension filled the air as they stood at the foot of my bed, an unwelcome guest invading my personal space. Their intentions stayed hidden, leaving me at the mercy of the unknown. Time dragged on painfully as they lingered, a silent presence in the heart of my home. Eventually, without saying a word, they slipped away into the night, leaving me to grapple with the unsettling question of why they picked my safe place for their mysterious intrusion.